Hello again, and as we said earlier, a tough meeting ahead for the ANC's National Executive Committee as it's expected to tackle issues around troubled SAA and Eskom this weekend. President Cyril Ramaphosa will be attending. Now, political analyst Xolani Dube joining us for some analysis or some insight, or foresight, I should say. Xolani, thanks so much for your time. So, what are we expecting? There's so much going on. I mean, we're looking at calls for Pravin Gordhan to go from some quarters. We're looking at Tito Mboweni just rubbing the party up the wrong way. What do you expect to happen in Irene?
It's a very interesting question. It's twofold. One, if he's trying to attempt to answer. In terms of our society, we need not to expect anything at all because we've been here before. Yeah. But when it comes to the ANC, infighting, I think the factionalists currently are very worried about this meeting, what the outcome is going to be, because we know it's happening at a stage where there is so much an open infighting within the ANC. Yeah. And what made it much more ugly is the fact that the deputy president and others have turned against the president. That is quite clear. Evidence is out there.
Give us some examples.
Look, you know, in any organization, you don't go out and castigate one of your members and claim that
especially the president,
individual, he's the one who's supposed to take the fall. Because once you start to do that, it means that you're mobilizing the society and you're telling the society that our weakest link is this person. After all, the society knew that Cyril is the weakest link, you get what I mean? But we thought that he might gain courage, and on top of that, this NEC that he's finding himself in will try to support him. But look, we were made fools, and we live in the fool's paradise.
It's interesting that you say that, because not too long ago, we had the deputy president sort of making excuses for the president when it came to load shedding in Eskom and saying he was misled, he was lied to. So it's very interesting that you would say that, you know, that they would turn against him and that might prove to be and I understand that there is pressure on the president to do something about Pravin Gordhan. They feel that he is the problem. But, I mean, do you expect that we're going to see more of the same this weekend, that we're going to see two faces, I suppose, of certain members?
The ANC script is an outdated one. You know, remember that it was Jacob Zuma who made an announcement that Thabo Mbeki is his brother and he's got no malicious intent against him. But look what happened. And also it was Cyril Ramaphosa who was saying that he respected Jacob Zuma, he's the leader, ungondo. That's what he was keep on saying. But look what he did to him. And also, this is the same old script. And so, as I'm saying, there is nothing new that we have to expect, except that those guys, the political elite within the ANC, their daggers are out now. They are prepared to stab each other.
Now, this week, I've heard discussions, I've read reports of people blatantly saying, or experts or observers saying, listen, Cyril Ramaphosa, grow a backbone, do something, put your foot down, defend yourself. If you think you've done the right thing or you're making the right decisions, especially when it comes to SOEs and Pravin Gordhan, then say so and make it known. I'd like your thoughts on that.
Look, the problem, South Africa, especially post-1994, we receive a liberation without content. You know, the people who handed over this, they knew it very well. They are very futuristic in terms of planning. They knew very well what will happen at this time. You get what I mean? Unfortunately, ANC was not ready to govern, and it had no plan on how to circumvent such kind of things. Hence, they thought that the only way is about this kind of individualism of saying, let's destroy these state-owned enterprises. Because for ANC, they thought that patriotism is about social upward mobility and is about living an aristocratic life. And so this, what we call it, SOEs, became a patronage to the political elite.
So you don't think we're going to get much in the way of moving forward to resolving or solving our problems with our SOEs?
Remember, there was a Chancellor House. Chancellor House, it was an ANC investment, what you call it, a wing. They were part of this mess that we are in. The problem that we have is to think that the people who created these problems will provide us with solution. There is a say to say you cannot dismantle the master's house using his own tool. And so the ANC is the master's house currently, and we can't expect the ANC to destroy itself, because for them, it thrives in chaos. We have seen it for the past 25 years.
Okay, well, I suppose some people might disagree with you, but we have to hold thumbs that they actually have, at some point, somebody has the best interests of the nation at heart. But I want to ask you about Tito Mboweni. Now, it seems he's not the favorite in the party at the moment. He's heading for the World Economic Forum to try and get us out of the doldrums there in terms of, where we stand and to avoid any more ratings disasters. So, what do they need to show? They obviously have to get their act together, or seem to have their act together after this weekend.
Look, we have to accept our country is in a serious chaos. And it's them, Tito. You get what I mean? You can't send someone who creates a problem in our country overseas.
Or doesn't agree with his own party. Yeah.
Apart from that, he has been in this institution for years, and he has been in this critical position for years. But what he has been promoting is a neoliberal economic system. And even in his document, that Ramatitonomics is still a neoliberal economic document. It's not giving us any new paradigm in terms of our economic shift. And so the problem that we have the old archaic ANC leaders who still think that we live in a pre-Cold War kind of a time and space. They are not innovative at all.
Okay, so you have no hopes for this weekend, that's clear.
We have to be honest to the public that this hope that we have is the hope that kills us slowly. And so we have to stop having hope. People need to start to have action.
Xolani Dube, thank you very much for your sentiment. I hope that they can prove you wrong this weekend, just for the sake of us, our children and their children, and whoever else, is going to continue to live in good old SOS of A. I hope that something comes off it. Thank you very much for your time.